And good Sunday evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I am Ben Dennis. We have breaking news at the top of the hour. 4 people are hurt, including a teenage girl, in a shooting in Southeast. Plus, a DC police officer was hurt while responding to the scene, hurt in a crash. Our Dave Laval joins us where 2 of those victims were found. Dave, you can tell by those flashing lights, it's still an active scene. What have you learned?
Oh, it's still very much an active scene as we are at the corner of Minnesota Avenue Southeast and Naylor Road, just across the street from Boone Elementary School. This intersection is closed off. This stretch of road actually behind me is closed off. Right now we want to go ahead and show you some video from earlier as we recount or recap what happened earlier this evening. DC police say they responded here around 6:15 to a report of 2 adult men with gunshot wounds. Police then discovered 2 other victims, another adult man and a juvenile female at the hospital, also with gunshot wounds. We have not been updated on their conditions. Also, a police officer was involved in a crash on the way here. That person, we're told, suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Now, as we come back on camera, we can tell you DC police are looking for 4 black men in a dark-colored Hyundai. Anyone with information is asked to call DC police. We're live in Southeast. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Plenty to watch, Dave. Thank you. Staying in the district, police say that 2 people are hurt after a shooting in Northwest just before 3 a.m. near the popular U Street corridor. Officials say it happened on Vermont Street. It's there police found a man and a woman who had been shot, both sent to the hospital conscious and breathing. No word on their condition at this hour. And a heads up to moped riders. The district is cracking down on unregistered drivers. This week, MPD launched Operation Ride Right. 17 mopeds have been towed. 5 arrests have been made. That's for drivers without a permit. You may see food delivery drivers using those mopeds and scooters. Police are making it clear, though, the operation is not targeting those workers or any other group specifically.
We want to create a very safe environment, and we're not trying to get, a lot of this is for food delivery. We're not trying to hurt anyone's business, but you know, if you want to get your food there safely or you want to go to the next, make that money, you have to be safe.
Police are encouraging drivers to check the DMV's website to make sure your registration is up to date, as well as proof of insurance. Police are also looking for 3 suspects on your screen in a connection to a robbery in Northwest DC just yesterday afternoon. Officials say it happened around 3:40 on Kenneth Street. The victim, approached by the suspects, who then assaulted him, pulled out a gun, robbed him before taking off in his car. That car you can see right there on your screen looks like a Nissan Altima. Police say the victim had minor injuries. And the city of Arlington has lifted its long-standing boil water advisory. They lifted it just this morning. The warning had been in place for parts of South Arlington after that water main break Friday morning. The shutdown also included parts of Walter Reed Drive during the morning commute. Officials say while the main was being fixed on Friday, all lanes on that road were reopened. Crews, they will return for follow-up road work. And over in Maryland tonight, officials with the Prince George's County Fair say that they have canceled this year's event. They cite a lack of volunteer manpower for that decision. Officials say canceling this year's fair, that'll give them more time to rebuild their volunteer base next year. And neighbors in DC's DuPont Circle woke up to this mess. Check this out. Trash littered at the Circle's park after a large crowd had gathered yesterday, many to celebrate Pride. Crews were seen using leaf blowers to move bottles, cans, boxes that held alcohol, snacks, plates, you name it. We reached out to DC officials for comment. It's unclear if existing trash bins were full at the time of the filth being left behind. We've not yet heard back at this hour. Before we get to your weather, talk about a beautiful day in D.C. Pride celebrations continues at the Capitol Pride Festival downtown today. Thousands took to Pennsylvania Avenue to connect with 300 local LGBTQ plus organizations, get some food, some drinks, and yeah, live music. We caught up with some people at the festival to see why they think it's important to celebrate people for who they are.
Society as a whole has developed in a way where we are becoming more accepting, but it's still not 100%. And so having this kind of event in our nation's capital shows that as a society, as a country, we are going to be more inclusive in the future.
And the Capitol Pride concert's wrapping up right now, featuring artists like Billy Porter, Kiki Palmer, Ava Max. Wraps up at 10 p.m. As promised, it is 9:06, and we're going to go right over to your weather now with Scott Sumner. Scott, look at this beautiful shot of Roslyn. Can't ask for a better one.
Yeah, and we're into the 70s now here, Ben. 3 hours ago, we were at 81 degrees. Now we're sitting at 76 degrees under partly cloudy skies. It is a pretty looking night out there, almost painting-like, if you will, across the region. Now, with regards to other temperatures, we're looking at 75 in Annapolis, 74 at Manassas, but 68 Leesburg, 69 at Culpeper, 71 at Orange, low 70s here at Woodstock and Luray, 65 at Kaiser, and 67 up towards Martinsburg. How about locally? We'll see that temperature drop another degree in another hour or so, and eventually by the midnight hour we'll be into the 60s, dropping down to 60 degrees by around 6 o'clock in the morning for tomorrow morning's commute. Our satellite view shows that we've had some storms down towards the Carolinas where that front resides. That front moved through earlier today. Didn't bring us any severe weather, but did bring us some showers. And so that front's going to help us start off the week pretty nicely. We'll have a few isolated mountain showers on Monday, otherwise dry across the region. But eventually humidity and the heat do come back along with some thunder. We'll talk about that with the 7-day forecast coming up.
It could rumble. All right, Scott, thank you. Turning now to Frederick County, Virginia. Officials say that a man was kicked out of a restaurant, came back with a gun and fired it. Sheriff's office tells us that they got 911 calls around 10 p.m. outside of the Backseat Grill and Bar. This is in Winchester. We're told 30-year-old Jorge Camacho of Phoenix, Arizona became belligerent with other customers, asked to leave, escorted to his tractor-trailer semi. Witnesses said that Camacho came back, pointed a gun at a male diner whom he just argued with. The diner grabbed the gun. A shot was fired. Somebody did suffer a graze wound. A fight broke out and people held Camacho down until police arrived. He's ID'd as a convicted felon, wasn't allowed to have a gun. He now faces several felony charges. And new details tonight on that blast heard and felt in Arlington just 6 months ago. This is the rubble left behind. A Ballston duplex exploded during a police standoff. You'll remember this. The homeowner, James Yu, 56 years old, inside, had fired a flare gun on and off for hours. Police tried to contact him. The family on the other side of the duplex evacuated just before he set off the explosion. No officers seriously hurt. Yu died in that incident, and our Haley Mylon shares new details on the investigation.
Yeah, really strange, reclusive behavior from Yu described by his neighbors, such as stockpiling ammunition and weapons, covering up all of his windows with trash bags, and filling up his basement with gallons of gasoline of the home that once stood right here, this empty lot that you're seeing. Now, investigators used all of this to piece together how the home exploded. What they can't figure out, though, is why Yu did it. This video released today, 56-year-old James Yu firing a flare gun out of his window of his North Burlington Street duplex, alarming neighbors and drawing police attention. Yu refusing to come out.
Arlington Police, come to the front door with your hands up.
Investigators cleared a family from the other side of the duplex while trying to coax Yu out of the home, breaching the front door, deploying tear gas and pepper spray.
To move away from your front door.
Yu doesn't budge. At 8:24. Yu, who had 35 gallons of gasoline inside, set off the explosion, killing only himself. No officers were seriously hurt.
I recognize how devastating this incident was for our community. I can assure you that it was equally devastating for police officers and members of the first responder community.
Police Chief Andy Penn announcing today that all involved officers are cleared of any wrongdoing.
There's no continuing threat to this community.
FBI investigators say there's no clear motive for Yu's actions, and police never had any encounters with Yu, and the former federal employee had lodged numerous complaints with the FBI over the years, though nothing leading to an investigation. Curious neighbors like the Wheelers getting a bit of closure months after the sky in Arlington lit up.
It's way off on the far end of crazy things that, happen near you.
The family living on the other side of the home did get out safely, but they are not providing any comment. That coming from a statement from their attorneys. In Arlington, I'm Haley Mylon, DC News Now.
All right, Haley, thank you. Meantime, Howard alum Antoine Bethea was just inducted into the Black College Football Hall of Fame yesterday. The ceremony took place last night in Atlanta as Bethea, 6 others were inducted. He was a one-time all-conference selection during his 4-year career with the Howard Bison. He went on to play 14 years in the NFL for the Colts, Cardinals, Giants, and the 49ers. Turning now, WMATA has announced that they saw their highest ridership on a weekend since the pandemic. Officials say Metro buses and trains saw 650,000 total riders yesterday. That's a lot. No doubt fueled by the Pride Parade, and there was a large protest near the White House. Of that, more than 420,000 took trains, giving them their highest total since, you guessed it, the Nationals World Series parade. They say yesterday was also the busiest Pride Parade since 2012. In other Metro news, WMATA is set to increase prices starting July the 1st. Officials say fares will increase roughly 12%, with base fares on trains and buses jumping from $2 to $2.25. They also say maximum fares will increase from $6 to $6.75. WMATA will start charging 5 cents per hour to use their bike locker service as well, but no changes expected to parking prices.